Hi everybody, how are you? This is Debra. I'm here to do some affirmative prayer today. Happy Friday. I got some requests yesterday. I posted to see what people would want prayer for, and I wanted to read you the requests, and then I'm going to incorporate them into a prayer, and you can watch along, and you can even close your eyes if you're in a safe place and receive and listen in. So, hi Julie, yay! How's everybody doing? I'm about to do an affirmative prayer. So we had some requests that came in yesterday, and we have a request for safety, security, support, and love, and protection of our energy. We also have a request for health, love, and happiness for all. We have a request for a healthy shift of consciousness for the world. We have a request for divine feminine strength and alignment of our gifts, and space to heal and nurture the masculine and feminine balance in relationship to each other. So there's kind of a lot. So since I'm a chef, I'm going to take all of the prayers and I'm going to cook them into a little soup. And the soup is going to be our prayer, and it's going to include all the different requests. So if anyone right now would like to add something to our soup pot of prayer requests, you can comment right now below, and I will I'll incorporate them. So does anybody have a request before we start? Anything that you want prayer for. It can be personal, it can be political, it can be for the planet, for the earth, for yourself, for people you love. It can be around health, relationship, love, purpose, career. There's lots of different, basically anything goes. So we're going to put it into prayer. And so what is affirmative prayer? Real quick, I'm just going to tell you. Affirmative prayer is, I like to think of it as an energy shift using words. So I attend a spiritual center called Agape International Spiritual Center in Los Angeles, and I took a course called Prayer Warrior, and I have a certificate, certified in Prayer Warrior, from a couple years ago, and we learned a 6-step process, and this process can be in a really amazing way. I'm so grateful that I have affirmative prayer as a tool right now, because there's so much intense energy coming at us from the news, all of the earth changes and the climate, global warming, climate change stuff, and just all of this like racist shit and all of the different things that we see on the news, right? It's intense. So prayer, I'm so grateful that for me, I have a way that I can transform, and we can all transform the energy together. Okay, so we're gonna start. Ready? All right, we're just gonna get started. So so we're taking in health and love and protection and support and the divine feminine and masculine, the shifting of consciousness for the world. So we can take all that is going on that is intense, and we can transform and shift the energy. So that's what we're doing right here with this affirmative prayer. Ready? Okay. So if you're in a place where you're not driving, you can close your eyes. If you are in a place where you're needing to be awake and aware, just make sure you stay awake and aware. So, but if you're in a place where you can, put your feet on the floor, sit down, lay down, uncross your legs, and just receive. So I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this moment and all of the prosperity and the abundance of being in community with you, of being able to have this technology to be able to connect via Facebook and go live on video, and to share prayer and to help uplift the vibration of the planet together. So I'm grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that we get to commune and be with one another. And I'm grateful for all of the shifting in consciousness which is already happening on our planet. I'm grateful that we get to protect our energy through our daily practices, through our meditation, through our prayers, through our yoga and the different things that we might do, whether it's like riding a bike or a skateboard or just eating healthy foods or whatever those practices are that would keep us feeling loved and safe and in good health and protected with our energy. I'm grateful to already have so many of these tools, whether it's creative writing or all the things that bring us joy. I'm grateful for these. And I'm also grateful for the shift in consciousness which is already happening on the planet. So we're seeing a lot of all the negative stuff, right? We're seeing all of these intense situations that are coming to the surface. And there's another story. There's another story that the energy is rising, that the more people are becoming awake and aware and enlightened to the truth of what's going on, and that more people are standing up for justice and for peace and for the solution than ever before. So I'm also grateful to know this. I'm grateful for all of the beautiful beings who are tuned in right here and right now, whether you're watching the replay of this in perfect time or you're watching live right now. I have my eyes closed, so I'll see you after the end when I open them again. But I'm grateful that we're all here together and for this beautiful technique and for the ways that we each get fed spiritually. This is one of my ways, but we all have our own way. So whatever that is, if you go to a church or a mosque or a synagogue, or maybe you do yoga, or maybe you do an art project, or maybe it's hanging out with the ones you love, your family, your kids, or there's so many ways to feed ourselves spiritually. So I'm grateful for all of these ways. I know that there is one power in the universe. This power is greater than our problems. This power is greater than even our planet Earth. It's greater than our families, our communities, our country, our world, our galaxy, our solar system. It's greater. There's a greater power. It's like zooming out, big time, big zoom out, big lens. So this power, what is this power? This power is the creative life force energy. This power is wholeness. This power is peace. This power is love. This power is all things divine. Everything in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, all things in perfect order, perfect love, perfect health, perfect abundance, wealth, and prosperity. This power is only good. It is only creative. It only moves and expands to express more love, more peace, more joy. Even though it can seem like the world is going crazy, I know that there is something greater at hand. It is the force which causes flowers to bloom, which causes babies to grow and be born, which causes our eyes to blink and our hearts to beat. There is something that's so much more magical than we could ever comprehend. There is some power in the universe which causes synchronicities, and that feeling when intuition, when you're thinking of someone and then they call. There's a greater power here, and it doesn't matter what our religion is, it doesn't matter, but we can call it our own inner voice, our own inner truth. We can call it our higher wisdom, our higher selves. We can call it spirit, the creator, goddess, God. There are so many different names that people call for the divine spark of all of existence, of all of life, of all of beauty. I'm so grateful to know that this power exists and that I am one with this power, that this power of life, of creativity, of joy, of harmony, of peace, of love is working in, as, and through my life. It's working in, as, and through my heart, my soul, my gut, my womb as a woman, biological woman. It is working through every single aspect of my very beingness, my life, my creative gifts, my expression. I'm always connected to this love, this divinity, this source, this power. I'm always connected to this truth, this divinity, this being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So even though Even though I might have haters out there, even though people might be criticizing me for what I do or the way that I express myself, I know that I'm always being guided and led. I know that I'm always being guided by the divine. I'm always given messages for how to serve and how to show up and how to shine my light and my authenticity and my truth. I know that I'm always guided and led by the divine. I know that I'm always connected and I'm never separate and I'm never alone. And as I know this for me, this claiming of my power, my divine power, the divine power working through me and as me, I know that this is true for you watching, that you are absolutely connected and one with the divine power that would have you speak your voice, speak your truth, give your gifts, walk each step of the way on your path, guided, knowing, intuitive, trusting, feeling, sensing, and being guided of the way. So I know that you are always protected, you are always guided, you are always led, and you are never separate from this beautiful power of the goddess, of the creator, of divine spirit of the universe. I know that you are always connected and never separate. And just as I know that this is true for me, for you, it is true for the extended community that we know and love, whether it's the people in Puerto Rico or whether it's our blood families or whether it's our communities of people that we know and love. Whether it's, I want to just give a shout out to Colin Kaepernick for just knowing that he is always connected in the divine, that this whole football situation, all of that is always connected. All of us are always connected to the divine source, the divine truth, the divine right action, this only love, only joy, only peace, only protection, only safety, only harmony, only coming together for peace, for love, for the highest good. So this is what I know to be true. So claiming and knowing and anchoring this source, this power and our connection and never being separate from this power. So remembering this and anchoring and claiming, I know and I bless each person watching this prayer, watching this video, that all of us are protected in our energy, that though we may be exposed to different energies, whether it's the news or politics or the earth changes that some of us sensitive beings can feel in our wombs, in our bodies, in our hearts, in our souls, in our minds, even though that we may be feeling and exposed to these things, that I'm claiming right now protection of our energy. I'm claiming wholeness for our body temples. I'm claiming a filling of our own individual cups so that they may run over and that we may give and heal this planet from the overflow. I'm claiming a courage for each of us to shine our light and shine our divine gifts on the planet, and letting go of fear, of doubt, of worry, of scarcity, of not enoughness, of letting go of the fear of being judged. We simply release those thoughts as energy into the nothingness from which they came, because thoughts are just energy that it forms in our mind, and we can simply dissolve it back into the nothingness from which it came. So what we're calling forth is we're calling forth peace of mind, peace of heart. We're calling forth harmony for the planet. We're calling forth a shift of consciousness for the inhabitants of planet Earth right now. We're calling forth a shift of consciousness into love, into peace, into abundance, into prosperity for all, into wholeness and harmony, and the absolute harmony of the so-called masculine and feminine energies. We're calling forth an awakening of the planet right here and right now, whether it's, someone that you know and love, a friend, a relative, whether it's even someone such as Donald Trump or people that are in politics in positions of power. We're just going to, we're going to bless and hold everyone in the light, that we may shift our consciousness and rise. And maybe it's not going to be him, number 45. It's going to be us. I don't really know. But what I know is I know that I'm calling forth a shift of consciousness. I'm calling forth divine right action. I'm calling forth a critical mass of people that are so powerful and full of love and awakened that we simply shine so bright that anything else that is not love is just absolutely blinded by our beauty, blinded by our light, blinded by our vision. And we just simply rise into creating the utopia that we see, that we know, that we love, the Eden, the utopia, the Zion that we see, which is a world full of peace and justice and harmony and creativity and celebration and prayer and fun and play and all beings fed and all beings loved and all beings protected and safe in all ways at all times. So I'm claiming and calling forth an absolute healing of our planet right here and right now, a calming of the energies into an energy of peace, of safety, of love, of communication, of protection, of understanding, of harmony, of peace, of love. This is what I'm calling forth and claiming. I'm claiming for women the healing of our wombs, for those who have a womb. I'm claiming the releasing of any old hurts and old ancestral patterns and baggage and wounds. I'm just claiming that we release those and we let them go. And for the divine feminine, or for those who are identifying as women, or those with identify as having a womb, I'm claiming an absolute healing and a knowing that we are so holy, we are so sacred, and this quote-unquote divine feminine, which can come from any gender really, is so needed on the planet right now. This sense of intuition, this sense of giving, this sense of community, this sense of love, this sense of nurturing and all beings being taken care of, this sense of thoughtfulness and kindness and generosity. This is what I'm calling forth for the planet right here and right now. And these masculine energies, which we also love and need, which is quote unquote, it's hard to, it's interesting being a queer woman, talking about masculine and feminine, right? But I'm doing the best I can. So please forgive me for doing the best I can. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that the divine masculine energies that we appreciate, that, the stereotypical, like, the drive and the vision and the focus and the going out and doing and making things happen, right? That we can all have these energies within us no matter what our gender. We also appreciate these energies, and these energies in their purest form are also so needed, that we really do need a balance of these energies, of the giving and the receiving, of the waiting and intuiting, and also of the moving forward and taking action and creating the world that we want to see. So I'm calling forth in the relationships, in these particularly these women who've called forth a prayer for healing of the divine masculine and feminine. I'm calling forth a healing right here and right now between genders, between lovers, between partners, in relationship with one another. I'm calling forth an understanding, a deep listening, a deep healing, a deep protection, a deep honoring, a deep respect, a deep sense of safety, and just knowing that we're all pieces of the divine. So once again, I'm just going to, for myself and for those listening, we're going to clear out energy in our body temples right now. We're going to clear out energy in our bodies which no longer serve. For me, I've got a little bit in my throat and I've got a little bit in my womb right now. And I'm just going to release. So we're going to call forth for all of us just to release this energy, to let go of the stagnancy, to let go of the hurt, to let go of the fear and the old stories and the old patterns. So I'm just going to call in, bringing forth the light right now into our body, just calling in a white light coming through, down through our crown chakra, down through our third eye. We're just going to go through, down through our throat, through our heart, through our solar plexus, through the seat of our creativity, and through our grounding core to the earth, our root chakra. So we're just going to call forth a light just shining in right now, and bringing us the energy of healing, of peace, of love. If you need to cry, if you're in a place where you want to shed tears, go for it. If you're in a place where you want to scream and shout, go for it. I'm so into all of that expression, just to release this stagnant energy and let it go out of our physical bodies right here and right now. I'm doing it too. We're going to release these energies into the core of the earth right now. We're going to release them into the soil. We're going to release them into the earth because she always holds us, and she always got us, and she's always sacred, and she always loves us unconditionally, and she can take it and she can receive it, and we're going to transmute and transform the energy like compost, like soil, and we're going to pull up the absolute life force energy, the blooming flowers, the seeds of life, of new growth, of new health, of new wholeness, of beauty, of inspiration, of vision, of action, of new projects, of new creativity. We're going to call forth this energy up, and we're going to bring it up through the soles of our feet, all the way through our legs, through our hips, through all the way through our bellies and our hearts and our throats, where we like to express ourselves. It's so important to be able to express in a healthy and loving way. And through our minds and the third eye, our intuition, and our crown, which is our connection to the higher power, higher source. So just flooding our body again with this beautiful light. I'm seeing yellow as well, just maybe a yellow light as well, just the sun, the light of the sun, just shining and illuminating our body temples right here and right now. So knowing that peace comes from within, I'm claiming peace for myself, for you, for all of us, for the entire planet. May we all know peace. May we all take a little bit of a chill pill, right? And just chill out. Know that we're doing enough. We're doing our best. And just calling forth a healing and a wholeness for the planet. Calling forth a peace and an understanding. Calling forth an awakening of consciousness. And calling forth a calm and peaceful way that we can dialogue with one another. Whether it's the relationship stuff with the masculine and feminine, whether it's, our family members or people that might think differently from us, that we're trying to convince them of our point of view and they're not hearing us. Just calling forth an absolute light and a peace and a smoothing over of any seeming energy of too much fire or too much water or too much anger. We're just smoothing it out right now and just calling forth protection and light and peace for our body temple. Giving you a little bit of Reiki too, because I'm a Reiki healer. So just sending a light to everyone watching right now. Knowing that we're absolutely worthy of receiving divine love, divine respect, divine community. Knowing that we're worthy of receiving our needs met of wealth and abundance. Knowing that we're worthy of loving one another. Knowing that we're worthy of loving one another. We're worthy of loving one another. We are worthy of loving one another. We're worthy of loving one another. We are worthy of loving one another. I'm just pausing to breathe, so I invite you to do the same. We are worthy of our love. We are worthy of our love. We are worthy of our love. You take some deep breaths with me. I'm still in the middle of the prayer, just taking a pause to breathe because we can. I'm so grateful to know this truth, this divine peace, this light, this love, this harmony, this understanding, this beauty, this miraculous healing touch, this miraculous love, this miraculous peace, and this shift of consciousness on the planet to an energy of harmony and peace and love. And it begins within ourselves. It begins with the people we touch. It begins with the way we communicate with our own lives. I'm so grateful for all of our divine projects and gifts, for the courage to tune in and receive guidance and give our gifts to the world. I'm so grateful for this chance to be with you, to pray with you, to channel with you through and for you and for myself. I love you, and I'm so grateful for our love, for our beautiful physical bodies, which are vibrantly whole and healthy, and for our beautiful planet Earth, which I'm holding right now in the vision and the knowing of wholeness, of health, of healing, of beauty, of sacredness. So just holding the planet right now, planet Earth, in this absolute love and grace and truth and healing, and just beaming waves of peaceful and healing energy right now to the planet and all the people who inhabit. I'm so grateful for this prayer, for this healing, for this moment, for this truth. I'm grateful that you're here with me, listening and loving. I'm grateful that I get to share my heart with yours, and that we get to be cosmic lovers in this beautiful planet, in this beautiful planet of life, of journey of life together. I'm so grateful for all of these blessings and so much more. You can throw your own intentions and prayers into the pot. We're going to give it one last stir. Just with gratitude and thanksgiving, I release this prayer into the universe, knowing it is already so. This energy frequency is already here. It is already now. It is already anchored into the earth. It is anchored into our bodies. It is anchored into our spirits. It is already here. This is what I know to be true. This is what I'm anchoring into the earth, into each other, into our bodies, this peace, this wholeness, this love, this harmony, this joy, this prosperity and abundance and grace and ease and love and peace and wholeness and healing. I'm so grateful and thankful for all these prayers, for this truth, for this chance to be with one another, for this chance to heal and come together to take a time in from our Friday and love and just love. I'm so grateful, and I release this prayer into the universe, knowing it is done, it is done, it is already done, and I simply say, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. 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 So I'm just going to take a moment before I open my eyes just to breathe and receive the prayer. And I invite you to do the same, and then I'll open them. I'll open my eyes. Just receiving it, taking it in. Amen, amen, amen. So it is. Amen. I'm doing a lot of breathing. I'm super into breath work. I got into breath work when I was in Bali. I did a lot of breath work at the Yoga Barn and at Paradiso with Levi and Christabel, these amazing breath work teachers, and breathing is so powerful. We can just breathe in this love for ourselves and exhale and let it all go. And so it is. Hi Shakti, hi Raphael, hi Anthony, hi Robbie. I love you all. I hope that maybe you will even watch it again and you can do the healing again. I think we needed this, right? This just peaceful energy today. I'm being more conscious of like the silence. So I went for a walk today. I'm in Huntington Beach, California right now, and I went for a walk, and I found these plumeria flowers just on the street, like laying on the street. I found these flowers, and they smell so amazing. And the crazy part is that when I was in Bali in July, plumeria flowers like this were everywhere. You're welcome, Tina. I love you. I know. I think we've all been struggling, right? And so it's so important to bring back positivity and light, and to pray together and to love together. And I'm sending you this beautiful plumeria flower. It smells so amazing. It's like a perfume. I found so many of them too. I'm going to show you. They were just laying on the street, you guys. And they're so amazing. I put them in water. They actually look even better on camera. In real life, they're starting to go brown a little bit, but on the edges. But on camera, they look really bright, don't they? It's so pretty. So calling forth the healing of the planet. That's what we're doing for our relationships with one another, for ourselves, and to let go of the fear that we have, like these haters that are going to hate us if we put ourselves out in the world and we shine our gifts. We're just letting that go, because we know that the true relationship is between us and what? The universe, God, the divine, goddess. We just know that that's the true relationship, and all the other relationships are like, they're like icing on the cake. But the true relationship is with the divine. Oops. So I'm glad that that worked for you, Tina. How's everybody feeling right now? Was that helpful? Was it helpful? I don't know if I could see all the comments, because I'm trying to put these damn flowers in my hair. Let's see. Because, I can't see them all because I have my eyes closed. So maybe I can scroll back. Oh, and Kate was watching, and JD, and Tina, and Rachel, and Debbie, and Julie. Oh my goodness. I love you all. Tina, you feel a shift? Oh, that's so good. Good. You can come back and you can leave comments. Oh yeah, Raphael. Woohoo. So if you want to learn more about me, I come on here sometimes and I do these live prayer. But I also do offer one-on-one prayer. So sometimes you don't want to share like all your business with the whole group, you know? So maybe you want to do prayer. We do like 15-minute prayer or 30-minute prayer. And you can go on my website and find out more info. And I also, I've been a life coach now. I've been certified for almost 7 years. And I've been certified as a holistic health coach for about 6 years. And I love to support people, and I love to incorporate in my own intuition into what you're going through, and to incorporate in prayer into our sessions. So if that's something that you're maybe wanting support with, right now a lot of people are kind of like in this back to school mode, right? Because it's fall, and it's a great time to start thinking about really giving our gifts and going into that next level of what we're really here to do, because we want to end the year on a positive and strong note, and to really go into 2018 in our full power, and to really, and the planet needs us right now, because the planet is healing. She's healing herself, as we can all see, and the more light workers we have, and the more people who are out there doing positive projects for good, you know, we all have a place. Like some of us are, you know, supposed to be calling politicians, and some of us are supposed to be running for office. I have my Marianne Williamson. She ran for office, and she wasn't even a politician. She was a spiritual author, and she ran for political office. So some of us are being called to run for office. Others of us are being called to be healers, to be some of us are being called to open spaces, to open a restaurant, to open a community center, gathering space, to open a healing center. Some of us are being called to be authors, to publish our books, our writing right now. And all these things are great, but it's hard to do it, you know, without support, right? Because we live in this culture that wants to make us into like these sheep, where we follow the rules and we just, watch everybody, like everybody else is like our entertainment. But we have to learn to like be our own TV, to be our own entertainment, to be, we have to learn to be that far, to keep ourselves entertained. Because like, you know how some people, they're like gossip, they gossip, right? It's like because they're looking out to everyone else to be their entertainment. And that's what the world would have us trained to be. That we watch a show, we laugh, I mean, not to say, of course, there's amazing TV and amazing movies, amazing shows, of course. But to learn to be our own entertainment, to learn to make our own lives so exciting that we don't have time to gossip about anyone. We don't have time to compare ourselves to anyone. We don't have time to be jealous of anyone, because our own lives are so exciting and full of life and forward movement that we can be our own TV, we can be our own movie, we can be our own entertainment. So if you're looking for help in doing this and like you have an idea, a project that maybe you've been scared, I would love to support you. I would love to support you through a life coaching session, through affirmative prayer, through holistic health coaching session if it's something more specific to your health. Although I'm so holistic, I end up, most of my health coaching clients end up starting businesses or meeting like the love of their life during the health coaching. So my health coaching ends up being more than just health. So just to give you, because I'm kind of, as you can tell, I'm kind of like a lot of different things, right? So anyway, and by the way, if you don't live in Southern California, you can still work with me because I do video like this. I do Skype, Facebook video sessions even, Skype sessions, Google Hangout sessions, or we can just do a phone sessions. So there's different, if you want something shorter, it could be just prayer, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or the coaching tends to be an hour. And then I do ongoing coaching as well, because like, so I know that a lot of my clients do get a lot out of one session. I was talking with a business friend today, and she was like, you are like this transformation catalyst, like where people will have one session with me and suddenly like their digestive problems are completely gone. And suddenly they've like met the love of their life. And suddenly they've, I don't know, just people have had one session experiences that are very, very powerful. So that's amazing. And I'm claiming this more, and I'm trying to figure out what to call myself, because I know I do have this effect on people where it's like a transformation happens with one session. But also it can be so valuable to have the ongoing, because then we have accountability. So sometimes, we can have an aha moment, and then we can say, oh yeah, I totally want to write this book. Great, I'm so inspired, thank you for the session. And then we don't follow up. It's like we do the 15 minutes in the morning every day for a week or a month, and then we talk ourselves out of it. We're like, oh, book isn't good enough, and I think I want to change it and write a totally different book, or I'm not good enough. I think that I'm better off just being a mom, or like whatever it is, the ways we talk ourselves out. So it can be helpful to have someone that's really accountable. And I'm learning a lot about that for myself, because I just released another book. I released my book, Retreat Recipes for Yoga Lovers. And it was like, to start a project and to complete a project is so powerful. So anyway, I hope you'll check me out. It's DebraMazer.com, DebraMazer. In the meantime, I'm happy to come and continue to do Facebook Lives, affirmative prayer. I'm sending you plumeria flowers. I'm sending you peace, love, and light. Mwah. I love you all. If you live in the LA area or Southern California, I would love to hug you in person. Tonight, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see Jay Brave and Shyla Ray at Mandala in Santa Monica. Tomorrow, I'm going to be a model for it's called Head Wraps in the Park. Head Wraps in the Park in downtown LA, so you can come see me there. And I'll probably be at Agape, my spiritual home, on Sunday, honoring all of you for wherever you get fed spiritually, right? And whatever feeds you creatively. Sometimes it's just being with the ones you love. So I love you all, and sending you blessings and aloha and namaste and namago. Mwah. Bye. Oh wait, finish. Bye, loves.